Hi, it's Arlie, and I have a story time for you today. And it's been a while since I've done a story time in here. I haven't been out of story times, I just been out of time to do story times, if that makes any sense. It's a true story about me going to the eye doctor and having the eye doctor from hell, experience at least. And if you're squeamish, you might not like it, so sorry. Okay, I am scared of eye doctors and dentists. I don't like things coming near my head. I think I was about 17, and I had this weird sensation every time I turned my eye to where it felt like there was something in my eye, but I could not find what it was. My mom took me to the eye doctor with our state insurance, which in the 90s, state insurance sucked. I don't know how it is now, but probably not much better, so you know what I mean. And he did the normal eye exam and everything. I complained about the sensation that something was in my eye. Oh, I can't even deal with rehashing this almost. I am so squeamish about eyeballs to begin with. They look at my eye and everything, and they noticed that in the bottom, under the lid of my eyeball, that there is a ulcer. And they are like,
well, we think there's something stuck in your eyeball.
which is something you never want to hear when you're already scared to death of the eye doctor and you're a kid, for one. So they're like,
well, we'll put this numbing stuff on it and we are gonna see what's going on.
These freaks put this numbing eye drops in. At that age, I was also scared of eye drops. So this was not fun. They decided to take a swab, a cotton swab, and swab the area because they didn't know what was causing this ulcer. And so here I am, I'm numb, but I see them coming with a cotton swab to my eyeball. I'm trying not to freak out. And then I feel the pressure of them rubbing my eyeball with a freaking cotton swab.
They're like, okay, I think that there's something stuck in your eyeball.
They're like,
well, we're gonna see if we can scrape it out.
horrifying fucking sentence there.
We think there's something in your eyeball, so we're going to try and scrape it out.
So he numbs my eye again. Takes this tool, which I don't even know if eye doctors are supposed to have this tool. It looked like a dental tool that you scrape plaque with. And he goes to my eyeball and he starts scraping my eyeball where there's the ulcer. And he's scraping. I freak out so bad that I had to go outside. I was about to pass out. Then they're like,
well, we still have to go in there and look at it again.
So they renumb me. They start scraping it again. They're like,
we don't know what it is. We can't get the object that's stuck in your eyeball out. But until we can get you to another doctor, here's some eye drops.
So I have to take these eye drops. There's two different ones. One burns like hell. And mind you, this eye's fine, but they make me put the eye drops in that eye too, I guess to even it up. But it's one was a yellow dye, would stain everything. As I started taking the eye drops and everything, I noticed this eye starting to F up. I noticed I started getting light sensitive and not being able to see as good. Before I came in here, I had 20/20 vision. Crystal clear, vision. I could see far away, I could see up close. It was perfect. I didn't have light sensitivity, I didn't have anything. I just had pain in my eye. So I came back to a different doctor after doing the whole freaking drop thing for I don't know how long. And the ulcer was not healed, and they sent somebody else to scrape into my effing eyeball. I can't even stand going to the dentist and having that metal tool near my teeth. I don't like people with my face, okay? I don't like it. I just can't stand it. So they numb, scratch, everything. And I don't know why this dawned on them, especially since the area that they're messing with is the underneath where it's hidden. So mind you, they're having to pry my eye open and scrape it. They noticed when they moved my eyelid down that there's a crystal in my eyelid. Apparently you can have your eyelashes, that duct or whatever the follicle, whatever the heck that thing is, your eye can actually back up and crystallize into your eyelid. That was what's rubbing against my eye, which was causing the ulcer. It made me feel like something was in my eye because something exactly is an object actually scratching at my eye, but it's not in my eye. So these people have been scraping and swabbing and giving me eye drops when it was in my lid the whole time. So he's like,
oh, whoa.
and like, you know, I was just like, seriously, you've been pushing my eyelid down. Why did you not like roll it further and see that there's this thing in my eyelid? I don't understand how you can like be like scraping somebody's eyeball and just not notice this, right? Of course, I didn't even notice it because, I mean, why would I do that? I don't know why you would do that, really. Anyways, he's like, oh.
Oh my God, you might not have something stuck in your eye. It might be the crystal rubbing against your eye.
I'm like, okay. I don't know which is worse. The fact that you've been scrubbing and scraping my eye and giving me all these kind of chemicals to F up my vision, or the fact that I have a crystal growing, like accumulating whatever the heck in my eyelid. I thought that was the worst part. Now I had to go to a specialist now. So they gave me more eye drops, and finally I go to the specialist, which I thought that having them scrape at my eyeball, having them numb my eyeball, having them swab my eyeball was bad enough, right? This guy has to cut the crystal out to remove it, which, if you have anxiety, I didn't have anxiety as bad as a kid. I don't know how I'd have lived through this as an adult, but if you have anxiety and you're very nervous about anything going near your eyeballs and you've already been like tortured, the idea of them pulling your eyelid down, taking a needle and scraping it against the crystal area of your eye duct or whatever the hell it's called, eyelash thingy, to make an incision to retrieve the crystal, and them telling you that if you move at all, it will literally puncture your eye, and not in like the scrapey, swabby way, like literally F you up. That should be like on a literally like on a fucking horror movie. I thought I was gonna die. Okay, I was already freaking the hell out at all this other shit they did to me, and here they're wanting to literally cut into me, and like one false move of my eye or freak out would like puncture my eye in a more serious way than these other idiots have been doing. I got through that, thankfully, and my eyelid healed up and everything. But now every time I go to the eye doctors, they're like, why do you have scars on your eyes? Eyes, plural. I'm thinking because I had to put this chemical cocktail in both eyes, even though this eye was perfectly fine, that it somehow like screwed it up, maybe making scars. I don't know. No matter what, I have scars on both my eyes. This one in the exact area they messed with. I will never have sharp vision again. I am very light sensitive. The lights in here are actually bothering the hell out of me. I used to have 20/20 vision. Now I have like 25/35 or 30/35. I know that's still good for a lot of people, but compared to I went from 20/20 to that overnight because of eye drops pisses me off. And the fact that I will never be able to see anything crystal clear. I used to be able to like read a billboard like a mile away practically. I mean, not a mile away, you know what I'm saying? But nothing, I can't. I should be wearing glasses right now, but you know, I don't. I hate glasses. I don't like them. I don't like anything touching my face, you know, kind of like needles. I don't trust eye doctors anymore. I mean, this dude literally was like playing like mad scientist in my eyes and had like other groupies in there playing mad scientist with my eyes, and they didn't even know to check my eyelid. Needless to say, you have to drag me to get my eyes checked now. I am so paranoid. Now any kind of medicine goes in my eyes, more than like saline solution, which I can't even use saline solution. I have to use like the special type of like eye drop for like really dry eyes or something, or it's just like acid in my eyes. It makes me about throw up and dizzy and about pass out. I don't know if it's like PTSD or my eyes are that sensitive. I don't know what the hell it is, but I wish I could have sued, but you know, I doubt with the State insurance, that you could have sued anything, because usually they're like, hey, we're actually seeing you, so you should be grateful if we like chop your leg off by accident. So that's my story. I hope it wasn't too graphic. I don't want to make it overly graphic because I know I don't want to tell it and it be overly graphic because I don't want to think about it. So if you enjoyed it, hit the like. If you want to, subscribe to us. We'd love to have you. And we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.